Hello, beautiful souls. So, I have a pick a deck tarot reading in store for y'all, kind of inspired by the Chinese New Year that's happening on the 25th or the 26th of January. So, we've got a lot of new energies coming in. We're still integrating a lot. So I have 3 decks for you to choose from, and the style of this reading is really just going to be messages from spirit or from your spirit guides, guidance at this time, etc. What's coming in this new year, in this new phase. So yes, 3 piles. Pile 1, 2, 3. You can take your time in choosing. Pause it if you need more time, and I will see you at your timestamp. Bye. Hello, group 1. Okay. So, you chose the Alice in Wonderland deck. It's actually one that I've been working with myself recently, and I really like. It's actually a really nice deck. The art is not my usual cup of tea, like it was gifted to me, but it has really nice messages. Okay, so yeah, tuning in with everyone who is going to be receiving this, spirit, what would you like me to pass through? Cool. Alright, so I have drawn a few, and I'm just going to channel. Painting the roses red, covering up errors. You can't go back to yesterday, be in the present. Mortality, life is brief, bright and beautiful, and yours to live. Keep your temper, don't allow anger to rule you. That can definitely apply to me. And curiouser and curiouser, discovery, inquiry, weirdness, curiosity. The energy of this card is actually really positive, you guys, because I can feel that things within you are moving and shifting. I can feel that you, group 1, are really changing your ideas around your own identity, and you're allowing for like limiting beliefs to be falling away as you're in sort of stepping into this new way of believing in yourself, or a new way of framing your life as you live it. So yeah, Spirit's saying you've been getting frustrated or like a short fuse in your temper recently. There's been a lot of you being really hard on yourself about stuff, and in a way, yeah, like idealizing the past because you're like, well, it was easier then, or for whatever reason things were working better for me then. But Spirit's saying you don't want to go backwards, you want to go forwards, and you don't even know what's coming for you yet. You know, you're kind of like, at times, and we all do this, but Spirit's pointing out to you that at times you're like, you're looking back into the past and you're like imagining a future based on what you have already lived, rather than imagining a future that is almost unimaginable, because it is the unknown and it is the unlived. And there are so many like possibilities and creative opportunities for you if you are open to receive them, if you are open to them coming into your life, you know. Because at times we get so focused on something we think that we want, and we miss all these opportunities that would lead us to where we actually want to be going. Spirit's saying listen to your emotions at this time as well. And allow yourself to reinterpret your life. You know, you don't have to see things as a mistake or as an error. Maybe it was a lesson. Forgive yourself, I'm hearing. At times you're feeling resentment towards your own self or your own choices. Yeah. And there's this message around also accepting yourself and how strange you might be. This is like a process I think that we are all going through all the time is, how do I accept myself? How do I accept who I am, even if I've been shamed for that, or even if at times I don't think that it's safe to be who I am. So there's this level of acceptance that's coming in for you. Like, you might have already been experiencing it, or you might be like, where is it? But it's there, and it's really making its way to you the more you can embrace that. Yeah, and Spirit's saying, like, life is short. It is. It's also insufferably long, but it's like, when it counts, it's short. You know what I mean? And that's something that I think you've been maybe contemplating a bit recently. You've been contemplating mortality. You've had a loved one pass away. There's been something going on for you recently where this has been important. And yet you've been a little bit stuck in the past still with it. Yeah, you have. It's like you're feeling a little bit paralyzed in life at this point. You're not sure how to move forward, but you can't go back to where you've been, you know. That's not an option for you anymore, and that's scary. It's scary when we feel like we can't go backwards into what was safe or known. But Spirit's saying, like, that was an illusion of safety. That was a false promise, you know. It wasn't going to deliver to you what you want. It wasn't going to give you what you need. Yeah, and this is saying, like, have patience with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself if things don't look the way you wish they would, you know. Sometimes things are happening underground. I always come back to the analogy of, like, a seed that's growing in a garden. There's so much going on beneath the soil that we cannot even see until all of a sudden there's a sprout, there's a shoot of new life, you know. So have faith that there's a lot going on underground right now for you, and that when you get angry or irritated either at other people or at yourself, then notice that, and it's okay to feel angry. It's okay to express your anger, but it's not okay to rage at people. It's not okay to be violent in your expression of anger to yourself or to others, you know. It's just not. So that was Spirit's message. I'm going to explore it deeper for you guys, though, because I'm curious now. So, Spirit, we're going to ask about what should Group 1 focus on moving forward at this time? Okay. You got tend to the small things. Mouse Spirit. I like that one. Love is all around. Nightingale Spirit. Now, notice this nightingale has a crown on, and also there's like a, I don't know, some kind of a speaker or a sound system or something. So this is around you expressing yourself. You may be a Leo, somewhere in your chart, but it's around you owning your royalty, owning your God or goddess nature as you walk this earth as a human. You know, you have this in you, and it's time to express that through your voice or through your art, through your song, through the way you speak or communicate, anything. Okay? And then the final one is Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. So that's quite beautiful. I honestly think Spirit's saying hang in there. Focus on what you can do each day to get something done. Know that there is so much love around you currently, but also there's a lot of assistance there, you know, and you can reach out for that. Be generous to yourself at this time. If you give too much of yourself, then rein that in. You know, don't be generous beyond your means. Make sure you're being generous with yourself first, and if there's excess to give. If there's not, there's not. You know, don't beat yourself up about that either. Maybe you need to make some changes moving forward at this time. Maybe that does involve being there less for people, you know. Tune in. Alright, we're going to do one more card to finish. Music. Wow. That's interesting because of this one. So you might be a singer, You might have important messages to give the world through your voice. You might be a leader. You might be able to tune into certain frequencies, you know. There's so much in this. It's beautiful. I think also, you know, whatever resonates within you, it's also a message specifically for you. Like sometimes Spirit speaks to us in very private ways and internally we know, you know. So yeah, sing your own song. Love is all around. I think, yeah, Spirit wants you to know that you can feel grounded. You can rest assured in knowing you are loved. You can rest in love. Rest in love. Okay? Alright. Much love, Group 1. Thank you for watching this reading and spending time with me today. I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. So this is the deck you chose. You chose the Goddess Oracle cards. So I'm basically just going to shuffle, draw some, and then channel messages. Let's do it. Wow. You are just getting started. So you got blossoming. You are just getting started. So have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. That's such a beautiful card. Okay. Receptivity. Oof. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. And guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Okay, so straight away I'm picking up a message. If you are in an argument with your partner right now, or if you are in a no-speaking period or something's going on and you've been anxious for saying about it and you've been wondering what's going on for them, are they angry at me, I don't know what to do about it, Spirit saying just like take a deep breath. It's all okay. And this love that you guys have, you know, it doesn't go away just because of an external, you know, earthly kind of matter that's being sorted out. Spirit sort of directing you back to the love that you already have for this person inside of your heart and what you know to be true at a very deep level, and to sort of surrender the ego battle, you know, surrender that ego battle or that feeling of not being seen or heard or that anger. And that's when, you know, you allow the space for them to come back or for this to be resolved in the 3D, you know. Yeah, and it's also saying that you are safe and your loved one is safe. So this again is very, very pertinent if you're in separation currently, or if you're in an argument or something going on, there's some kind of a tear in your connection. Spirit's saying it's okay, there's still love and you're very, very protected. Spirit is watching over this love. She's watching over this connection, so keep that in mind. And you can also call on her, call on your spirit guides whenever you need help with this stuff. Also to call upon your own inner wisdom, because you're very, very wise, you're very, very intuitive, but there's still a lot of doubt in you around your intuition and around how to trust that and what it looks like to trust that and what it feels like to trust that and if it's safe or not. And Spirit's saying the only way that you're going to move through that is if you just begin. Just start where you are with trusting yourself, with listening to your intuition, with listening to the voice that might be quieter than the others, but is more wise. Sometimes I get questions, how do I know what's my intuition? How do I know what voice is just fear? You'll feel it. There won't be any urgency in your intuitive voice. That's another key, because our fear voice or our fear story, there's always like not enough time and everything's running out and everything's gonna end and everything's terrible. You know what I mean? So the intuitive voice is like, usually it feels a lot more peaceful and calm, and it comes from a very grounded place within us. It's not that scattered kind of a million miles an hour thought loops where we can't seem to find anything that feels right. You know, it's that right action that we're searching for. And we can even ask, Spirit, teach me right action. How do I find right action in this moment? Show me right action as I move forward, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, so then receptivity and blossoming. Yeah, it's associated with your blossoming. So your ability to receive Spirit's guidance right now is very important. Your ability to receive your own guidance right now is very important. Your ability to allow yourself to be a work in progress as well. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be perfect, polished straight away. We're basically never that. So it's about becoming comfortable with the art of polishing and perfecting and working and showing up for the self, for ourself. Because Spirit's saying, like, it's really just, yeah, you are just getting started, and your perspective, the way that you frame your mind during this process is really going to help you. So if you're framing it like everything's terrible, everything's getting taken away from me and that sort of stuff, then that's sort of how you feel. Well, it's going to be how you feel, but it's also going to be impacting your ability to receive this help. But if you kind of like make more space for Spirit to come in, so, you know, things like I'm learning lessons around how to be supported, how to feel supported in relationships. And that means having to leave relationships where I'm not supported. Or that means having to leave a circumstance where I'm being disrespected. Whatever it is, you know, to frame it in a more empowering way instead of feeling like you're a victim to life at this time. Because this is an intense time. You know, Spirit's really saying this is an intense time, especially for you, Group 2, where things are being reorganized for you at the cellular level. Like, things are really, 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 really shifting from the inside out. Like, turn you inside out kind of thing. Like, it's really big shifts, it's really big changes, and it's a lot to integrate. So have patience with yourself, but also you're not expected to do this alone. You are expected to ask for help, and you're expected to receive help on your journey. So that might look like reaching out to a friend. That might look like stepping up and saying, you know what, I need help. I need a therapist. I need spiritual guidance. I need healing, whatever it is. It might look like really, really having to get uncomfortable with examining beliefs around receptivity. This is something I was doing recently, you guys. I've been really working on my ability to receive, because Spirit's been on my back about it for several weeks now, and she's been sending me little challenges. Like, I recently just moved house. It's just examples for you so you know how challenging it can be to receive, you know. So I was moving house and sorry, there's a flag getting me. I was moving house and I was having trouble getting everything done in time, and a really good friend of mine messaged me and she said, hey, I just took tomorrow off work, like, let me help you move and clean your old house. And you guys, like, when I got that message, it was like everything in me wanted to be like, no, you can't help me. No! Like, so over the top, and for no real reason, because why shouldn't I accept her help? Like, it was a very beautiful act of love. But it's like, it made me uncomfortable because I have a belief that I have to do everything by myself, that no one will ever help me, and that I'm alone in this world, and therefore, you know, better get going. No one's going to do this for you, Bridget. It's all of that kind of stuff that keeps me from receiving. It keeps me from receiving. It makes receiving uncomfortable, let alone pleasurable. So it's like, the only way to work on these beliefs is when we contradict them in our life, in the way we live, in my opinion. I mean, contradicting them through our voice and through affirmation work and stuff. Like, I allow myself to receive support from Spirit, or I allow myself to receive love from the universe, whatever it is affirmation wise for you. Yeah, just that sort of stuff. Okay, well, I hope that was a little bit helpful. I'm going to keep going for you guys. Yeah, so I'm going to basically do this animal deck now, and we'll just sort of, yeah, we'll just pull a few around guidance coming up. I'm back. I just had to get some water because I started coughing, but I'll probably edit it out because you probably don't want to see me coughing, and I probably don't want to see you to see me coughing. Anyway, so I pulled 3 of these animal guidance cards, spirit animal oracle cards. Very interesting. We got time to collaborate and spirit. Then Be spirit, sweet results await. Love this one. And then act as if, chameleon spirit. So to me it's very clear. It's saying like, well, this to me is linked in with the ask for help, you know, because collaboration can just mean asking for help or getting help on a project or getting help with your workload or something, you know. And then the sweet results await. It's so clear to me because this blossoming card is already alluding to all this greatness coming in for you. So it's sort of like saying when you're able to receive that more fully, it's going to be very, very, very sweet. It's going to be sweet. All right, that's your little reading. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. So you guys chose the Gaia Oracle deck. So I'm going to tune in with your energy and bring through messages from your spirit guides now to see where you're at. Perception, beyond the veil of illusion. Hidden gift, sadness, an ending, and a new beginning. And remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Yeah, so intuitively I'm feeling like you have been seeing things differently recently. Maybe Spirit's been challenging you with situations that are almost forcing you to see things differently. I think as well your seeing, your sight has increased. You have gifts of sight if you wish and feel safe to open to them. It's such a personal relationship with gifts of, you know, spiritual gifts of sight, etc. So it's really hard for me to talk about if I'm not sure what stage you're at with it. But if it's really, really early days for you, and you're sort of maybe only half aware that you have it, or you're still not really aware that it's there, then Spirit's saying to start to allow yourself to express what you really see. Because you see on this card, it's got throat chakra. So it's got the third eye chakra lit up, as well as the throat chakra and the butterfly symbolism of transformation. So for you, Group 3, it's like allow yourself to express with your voice or with your speech. Yeah, it is about speaking it. Allow yourself to voice what it is that you truly see, and allow yourself to experience your experiences without comparison. So sometimes what can block us, especially with throat chakra stuff, is jealousy and comparison, is envy, is comparing ourselves, and well, if we come off better or worse, it's not really a win or a lose because you're comparing yourself, you know, so it's like you've already lost. And this is like one of the biggest shadow emotions of the throat chakra, is that comparison thing that we all do and that we all get stuck in and that we all hate. Let's be real. It doesn't feel good. And it keeps us so paralyzed because it keeps us from just accepting who we are and just stepping forward with that. You know, we're never going to be like the person next to us or on the other side of us. We just won't be. And to compare is so violent to the self. It's actually so violent to the self because it's such a strong message of who you are isn't enough, or who you are isn't good. Something like that is along the lines. So there's pain associated with when we start to see things clear, and that's what I'm seeing for you with this remembrance card, with this resurfacing of emotions, with sadness and an ending and a new beginning, you know. I think it could be to do with love, because I'm seeing that for some of you it is. So for some of you it's around really grieving an old lover or an old love, and moving forward in a way that is truthful to you, and in a way that won't keep you like Spirit's saying learn from this connection so that you don't repeat it in the future, because that's what the hidden gift is the lesson. It's the lesson in this experience, okay? Of the pain and of the memories and of the resurfacing of the emotions and of the looking at things differently and of the reinterpretation and of the realizations and the recognition of how you were treated and all of this stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of sadness for you guys, and that's totally fine. It's just to like allow that to be, because I'm also feeling for you guys pushing it as well. Like sadness might be coming up and then you're like, nope, 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 no feelings. Yeah? Alright, so oh yeah, I'm gonna do some of these animal cards because they're just so beautiful, and I think it's a really nice guidance. It's very gentle guidance from Spirit. Okay, so wow, you got Truth Transcends Illusion, Dragonfly Spirit, which is perception beyond the veils of illusion. So this is really what's going on for you guys right now. And you know what? Sometimes seeing things clearly isn't easy. Sometimes seeing things for how they are, yeah, it brings up heaps of emotion because we were believing in an illusion that wasn't true. And then when we see the truth, we have all these emotions that we haven't dealt with because we were believing in an illusion. You know what I mean? That's not easy. It's not easy. So seriously, I'm sending you like love. Crayfish Spirit, there's always enough. Okay, so you've been going to scarcity a lot then. A rebirth is assured. Yeah, like don't give up on yourself. You're so close. Energetically, you're so close to this rebirth, this turnover in energy, and this ability for you to find the gift in your pain. Dream the world into being, Lizard Spirit. I love that because Spirit's saying like get back in touch with what your truth is. Get back in touch with your truth in order to find guidance moving forward. Because when we see through illusion, you guys, things get really confusing because we're still sorting out. There's a period of time where we're still sorting out, okay, what was true and what was the illusion. And that applies across every area of our life usually. So Spirit's saying like be really, really gentle. Have patience as this transition and change is happening. We've got number 5 on this card, and 5 is about transitions and changes, and it's not easy. Transitions are some of the hardest things in life, I really believe, we go through because we cannot go backwards, we cannot go back to where we were, and yet we do not know where we're moving forward to. So it feels incredibly terrifying because we're just faced with the unknown, you know? So dream the world into being, and there is always enough. So this is linked because Spirit's really saying to you, okay, so if you could dream your dream, like what is your dream? What is your dream life? What is it that you want from life? Spirit's been asking me this a lot recently and I've been like, I don't know. But, you know, it's not an easy thing to define for ourselves. But Spirit's saying if there was enough money, if there was enough resources, if there was enough love, if there was enough support, if there was enough everything, what would your dream be? And allow yourself to go there. Because sometimes we're so caught in scarcity of like, oh, that would never happen, or oh, that's impossible, that we don't even allow ourselves to explore what we actually desire, and we just keep ourselves small, and we just keep ourselves really, really in a box of life, and we're like, yep, I can live within this cube, within the dimensions of this cube, and then anything beyond that is not available to me. And it's like, when we examine it like that, of course we're just like, well, that's stupid. Of course we can go beyond what we know or what we believe we know. But it doesn't always feel like that. And so Spirit's saying, like, if there was enough, what would your dream be? And get excited about it. Get really, really excited about it. Because this is part of when we're letting go of illusion and we're transcending illusion. So we're rising above that and we're seeing something. We're seeing a bigger picture of things. Oh, yes. We realize, well, we have to deal with some pain that we've been ignoring or pretending like it wasn't there. And we realize how much we've been conditioned into everything we see and believe and know, you know, and so we're just like, it's a real examination of things, and I think it's a process that continues to unfold because Spirit is always very gentle with us, you know, and she's not going to give us something we can't handle. A lot of the time we don't believe that we can handle it, but we can. But Spirit's like, she gives us enough that we can digest at any one time. So when we're digesting truth from illusion, it can be really challenging because it feels like every area of our life is like an illusion, and then finding out truth is like, wow. But it's possible. And it's very, very worth it. Okay? I hope that reading resonated with you guys. Yeah, it's just my offering today. Alright. Many blessings. Thank you for spending time, and I'll see you soon. Bye.